sadia. Today the topic of my presentation is how to declare the language as a professional skill. And this research paper was written by George Brewer and Nina Hara in 2003. And this article was published by English for Specific Purpose Journal. And here's content for my presentation. Firstly, I will present the introduction, the methodology and findings, the following conclusions and my personal reflection. In 2003, Brewer and Hara stated that international travel is a rapidly growing activity entailing cross-cultural communication between host and guest from different linguistic backgrounds. Therefore, there is a growing worldwide need for frontline staff as hosts in the hospitality industry who are able to communicate effectively with the guests. And based on the background of this research, there are two purposes of the study. The first one is to investigate how the patterns of language are associated with host and guest interaction. The second one is to define the notion of hospitality language. Then I'm going to introduce what the hospitality language is in this paper. According to the authors, he states that hospitality language covers 4 stages. They are arrival, familiarization, engagement, and the final one is departure. Arrival is usually associated with greeting by receptionists, for example, like how you may I help you, and formalization, which means asking questions about the hotel. For example, where's your swimming pool and what's your meal time. For the engagement, which means using facilities in rooms and in different sections. For example, what's about the price of your sauna? And the departure is usually associated with farewell. And this research is conducted with qualitative method, which include observation and interview. And the participants of observation were receptionists and guests from 4 hotels in Southampton. And the period of observation was lasted about 1 month. And a large number of conversations were recorded during these 2 times. The first time is the time of the checkout, which is happened during 7:30 and to 10 o'clock in the morning, and the other one is the time of the check-in, which usually happens in 5 o'clock and 7:30 in the afternoon. And the participants of the interview were 4 receptionists and 2 managers. And the research interview questions include requirements of the job, pre-service and requirements of the job and pre-service and in-service training, and the need of local knowledge and the attitude to foreign language. And this is the field data from hotel survey, and this table shows the percentage distribution of functional activities at hotel reception. And as we can see, the frequency of check-in and check-out are almost equal. And I'm going to introduce what the miscellaneous request, which means include asking for change, leaving a message, and asking for a taxi. And the other one is asking for comms or leaving luggage. And then for the item of information and the curious, the frequency was account almost 1/3, which is 32.6. And sometimes the receptionist has to face on some occasionally complaints and criticisms. His findings of the interview. Let's review the research question again. The need of local knowledge and the attitude to foreign language, the service and in-service training, and finally the requirements of the job. And according to the result of interviews, they suggest that The receptionists are generally recruited on the basis of working experiences, personality, and the potential commitment to the job, and they take language is for granted in hospitality. And the second result of the interview question is a surprise because there is no specific in-house training. And also, let's say that receptionists are usually given 3 months training at a counter when they employed.
Stop here, please. Would you please explain in-house training? What does that mean?
Okay, in-house training means you are trained by you are trained by a professional during your job.
Yes, very good. Also maybe called in-service training.
Yes.
Chinese we can say 在此训练 in-house training, in-service training, at work training, training at a job.
Okay.
Good, thank you.
And this paper also discusses the relation between hospitality and the ESP. The author also think hospitality language is another branch of the ESP, just as in EBP can be divided into English for specific and general purpose, and for in EIP can be divided into English for specific and general academic purpose. So the author suggests that hospitality language can be divided into EGHP, which means English for general for specific purpose, and the other one is ESHP. And in this case study, EGHP might include giving direction, communicative activities that take place in any hospitality setting. The final one is requesting and giving tourist information. And on the other hand, in ESHP include checking the hotel and meal times, and the final one is giving information about the hotel facilities. In conclusion, hospitality language has assumed a standardized universal form with its own register of special terms. And with the trend of globalization, and so the travel becomes more commonplace across the globe. Therefore, hospitality personnel should be knowledgeable and understandable in host and guest communication. Here's a suggestion for the study. Communication skills should be given more serious attention by human resource managers, researchers, and educators in the field of hospitality management. Here comes my personal reflection. Because this study is conducted in the context of United Kingdom, and the result of the interview result that hotel staff take language skill as for granted. However, in Taiwan, our government try to promote tourism to grow up our economy. But are the English skills of students measured in tourism equip them to deal with the needs of industry and their future jobs? Moreover, are industrial employers satisfied with the college students' English competence and knowledge toward tourism in Taiwan? In my opinion, I think these two issues should be concerned by educators and the English skill trainer in Taiwan.
Yes.
Thank you.